Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the final part of episode 23. We already know that Sting's through to the final, Kane's through to the semi-final, but who's facing Kane on metal? Will it be Undertaker? Will it be John Cena? Undertaker versus John Cena. It's the final quarter-final matchup, and it's our main event here tonight. The new hardcore champion John Cena takes on the Undertaker later. And there you see a man who last night did something despicable. He turned on his partner for over a year in Kofi Kingston. Last night, Truth and Kingston were defending the tag team titles against Chavo Guerrero and Hernandez when R-Truth would do the unthinkable and hit the lie detector on Kofi Kingston, costing them the tag team championships. And we've seen the way recently that R-Truth has acted towards his partner and towards other people, and it's obviously an evil side coming out in his character. But as you just saw then, the upcoming matchup is for the NLW Tag Team Championships, and Chavo Guerrero and Hernandez are set to defend against the former champions, Kofi Kingston and R-Truth. However, you just saw R-Truth in the back there. I don't know if he's going to want to come out here and challenge for the tag team titles. After all, the reason he ditched Kofi Kingston was because he was tired of it. He didn't want to be in that partnership any longer, and therefore hitting the lie detector on Kofi Kingston, costing themselves the NLW Tag Team titles last night at Destruction. Chavo Guerrero and Hernandez taking advantage of the situation. They're the new champions, the new dominant tag team force. But here comes the Ghanaian superstar, who's out to prove a point that he doesn't need R-Truth. He's out here, and obviously he's all alone. Usually R-Truth might be by his side. However, after the betrayal last night, he is nowhere to be found, and they're scheduled to have their rematch here tonight. However, it doesn't appear that he's not coming out here. Well, this is what happened last night at Destruction, as mentioned before. Truth trying to cheat again. If he had done, they would have lost the titles anyway. But then Truth got fed up, hit the lie detector, cost his team the tag team titles, and Kofi Kingston and R-Truth's year-long championship reign came to an end last night. Nevertheless, he's out here on his own, but does he have a partner? Truth is obviously not coming out here, but does Kofi Kingston have a partner to challenge for the tag team titles right now? Who is it? Oh my! Sticking with a high-flying theme, Kofi Kingston has found himself one hell of a partner, the Mexican luchador, Sin Cara. He has been on a roll as of late, and he could not have picked a more perfect partner. Sin Cara comes out here to aid R-Truth, not R-Truth. He's out here to aid Kofi Kingston in place of R-Truth, and look at this, diving at Hernandez, and this one has just begun. This tag team title defense by R-Truth. I keep saying his name, he's in my mind. You know, last night the betrayal was obviously on everyone's minds, especially Kofi Kingston's. There's a punch to Chavo, sending him down, and the cover didn't work out for Kofi. R-Truth must be watching this in the back. We saw him earlier, but nevertheless, Kofi Kingston in the Destruction rematch here tonight has found a fantastic partner in Sin Cara, and oh my goodness, what a double foot stomp to the stomach there by Sin Cara. Sin Cara replacing R-Truth here tonight as Kofi Kingston's partner in this tag team championship match. Titles are on the line. This is the first tag team title defense from Chavo Guerrero and Hernandez. They're not going to be easy to knock off, but Kofi and Sin Cara are working well as a team right now. There's the uppercut by Kofi Kingston as Chavo Guerrero is groggy. And now there's a rake to the eyes by Chavo Guerrero, and now tagging in the big man, Supermex. Hernandez looking to use the power to his advantage, and now has him held by the head, but look at Kofi trying to tip him over, and now has him by the waist. Hernandez powers out of him, but there's a Hurricane Rana by Sin Cara. Hurricane Rana sends Hernandez flying out of the ring, and now Sin Cara wants to dive at him, but oh my lord, what a catch. That's not easy, and that just shows you the power. Uses Sin Cara to literally kick Kofi Kingston to the floor, and he caught him in midair. He caught him as he came over the top rope, and that is the power that Supermex possesses. Kofi Kingston still trying to find his way here as he's choking Sin Cara in the corner is Hernandez is choking him in the ropes, and now he's in a bad way. And look at this. Chavo Guerrero having to get a cheap shot in onto Sin Cara, and now Hernandez looking to take advantage of that and kicking Sin Cara in the stomach. The high-flying team of Kofi and Sin Cara has been a marvel thus far, but at the moment it's the tag team champions taking the initiative. Chavo Guerrero, obviously a member of the famed Guerrero family. Of course, 4 Mexicans in there, or 3 Mexicans in there at least. International flavour at the moment, but now look at this. Chavo with the roll through and the powerbomb, and now here's another roll through by Sin Cara, and another roll through, and again Sin Cara with a cover, and trading covers there. Could have caught one of them out, and there's a kick to the back of the spine. Chavo Guerrero, vicious is he? It's in the Guerrero blood. Kofi Kingston desperately wants to make the tag while Sin Cara is over the knee of Hernandez, and there's an elbow, flipping him in midair. There. I'm getting tongue-tied. The fact of the matter is, this is incredible action by Hernandez and Chavo Guerrero, the tag team champions. And look at the power of Hernandez to have him over his shoulder like that, and brings him back down with a backbreaker. Hernandez now into the cover. Here's a cover by Hernandez and the kick up by Sin Cara. Kofi Kingston desperately needs the tag, and so Sin Cara knows that as well. Don't let the mask fool you, he's a tough son of a gun. And now, look at that, what a kick to Chavo Guerrero's face. He's down at the moment, and now this is the opportunity Sin Cara has, but he's grabbed by Chavo, but rolls through, and tags in Kofi. Jamaican me crazy, Jamaican roots showing right now. Crossbody onto Chavo Guerrero, and the control frenzy has been unleashed. Punches to Chavo Guerrero, and here we go. Is Kofi Kingston going to mount a comeback and reclaim the tag team titles? Boom drop. Kofi Kingston and Sin Cara. Is this team about to reclaim the gold? But now shoulder block takedown by Hernandez. And look at the top rope. Knees to the face. Sin Cara taking out Hernandez. Sin Cara's the only one left standing except Chavo. He's snuck back in and sent him outside. Sin Cara on the outside now. Look out! Trouble in paradise! This may be all! No! Oh, he's back out here. He hadn't had enough. R-Truth. Kofi Kingston was about to win this. Him and Sin Cara, the new team, were about to win the tag team titles, and R-Truth, Kofi Kingston's former partner, coming out here and laying out Kofi. R-Truth in the jacket and street attire, coming out here and laying waste to his former tag team partner. These two men were tag team champions together for over a year, and now R-Truth's going to throw this all away because of his selfish attitude. Truth once again casting Kofi Kingston. Well, it was chaos towards the end of this tag team title matchup. Bodies flying everywhere. Sin Cara was the mystery man, and when the Trouble in Paradise was struck, you thought he was going to win it, but instead, R-Truth jumping the barricade, kicking Kofi Kingston, causing a DQ finish. And now Sin Cara attending to his new tag team partner. Sin Cara attending to Kofi Kingston, who's just been leveled by R-Truth. And R-Truth casting Kofi Kingston and R-Truth the tag team. No, they're not tag team partners anymore, but he's still not going to let him forget about it. Kofi Kingston nursing his injuries in the middle of the ring there with Sin Cara. But R-Truth, he's changed so much in the past month since WrestleMania, and tonight is another example of it. R-Truth once again getting into the mind of his former friend. And there you see Raven still hanging upside down backstage, and never thought I'd have to say that again, but Raven hanging there, still contemplating over his loss last night to John Cena at Destruction. He lost the hardcore title to Cena, and speaking of John Cena, later tonight he will go one-on-one with The Undertaker in the quarterfinal matchup of the tournament. Nevertheless, up next, another contest is set to take place between two behemoths. Two men who didn't compete at the pay-per-view last night, but here tonight to wrestle. One of them, the former hardcore champion, the Big Show, hasn't really been able to find his feet since WrestleMania. Same for his opponent here tonight. Nevertheless, Big Show on episode 21, the last time he competed in an NLW ring, he defeated Sting, albeit with help from the Undertaker. Still, that huge victory still got to live in the mind of the Big Show as he prepares for one-on-one action in his return match here tonight. His return from injury, and here's another guy who's been injured over the past couple weeks and months, Kevin Nash. Last time we saw him was last week, episode 22. He fell short to the Olympic gold medalist Kurt Angle, and another man who's failed to find his feet since losing at WrestleMania. Another former hardcore champion, he lost the hardcore title back at WrestleMania in a triple threat matchup that also featured the Big Show. Last time these two met one-on-one was for the hardcore title, and Kevin Nash defeated the Big Show to win that championship. He don't look like he's in a fighting mood here tonight though, I must say. Big Show and Kevin Nash, they've been injury struck and haven't been with the best of luck in recent weeks. And now they're set to go on, well, this is a sign of sportsmanship. They're shaking their hands, and I don't know what this is about. And why is Nash asking for a mic?
You've been sitting out here for 6 months running your mouth. This is where the big boys play, huh? Play. We ain't here to play. Now he said last week that he was going to bring somebody out here. I'm here. You still don't have you 3 people. And you know why? Because nobody wants to face us. This show's about as interesting. Yeah, no trouble, because you know I'll kick your teeth down your throat. Where's your 3 guys? You couldn't get a paleontologist to get a couple of these fossils cleared?
They should be wrestling.
You ain't got enough guys off a dialysis machine to get a team? Hey, we're here. You want to say something? Bring what you got. The measuring stick just changed around here, buddy. You're looking at it.
Well, that was controversial. Kevin Nash, that's eerily similar to an event in 1996 where a supergroup was formed. Are we seeing another supergroup? And look at the Big Show. The Allies? Nash and Show have been kept off the roster, and obviously 2 disgruntled employees. They're 2 giants who haven't been booked in the best of circumstances, but in all fairness, that promo that Nash just cut, eerily similar and eerie to what's to come. Well, Kevin Nash and the Big Show allies apparently. Kevin Nash cutting that. Still to come tonight, Sting is through to the final due to a bye. That leaves Kane. Kane will face the winner of the upcoming matchup on Metal in the semi-finals, but who will it be? Undertaker or John Cena? That match is up next. He was not in the building tonight, but he will be on Metal. CM Punk gives his first update since being kicked in the skull by Randy Orton at Destruction. What will he have to say? How long is he out for? And how is he feeling following his injury? We'll speak to Punk. And also on Metal, this Wednesday, it will be Kane versus who? Undertaker or John Cena? Cena and Taker go one-on-one. Up next in the final quarter-final matchup, the only semi-final matchup will be on Metal. It will be Kane versus Taker or Cena. And the question of who's going to face Kane is going to be answered right now in the final quarter-final matchup of this tournament. The winner of this matchup goes through to the semi-finals on Metal to face Kane. Will it be The Undertaker or will it be John Cena? The Undertaker would hope it was him. However, he's not in the best of shape. A lot of these guys aren't. There were many brutal contests, not just Hell in the Cell last night, but also a brutal last man standing matchup between Sting and The Undertaker. It was a WrestleMania rematch and Sting was so close to winning it. Sting spearing Undertaker off the top of the Titantron to the floor. And then when it looked as if Sting was going to make it to his feet first, he collapsed, and the match ended in a draw. Undertaker might be sore, but you don't want to rule this guy out either. The new NLW Hardcore Champion, the Doctor of Thuganomics, John Cena. He is the new Hardcore Champion after last night in the opening contest of Destruction. He beat Raven. They brawled throughout the building, through the backstage area, through catering and everywhere. And then it ended with an FU for a table. Cena defeating the Hardcore legend Raven and winning the Hardcore title last night. Tonight the Hardcore title's not on the line. This is about more. This is about the World Heavyweight Championship in this final, quarter-final matchup, and a rivalry renewed here tonight. Undertaker and John Cena. Raven, we've seen earlier tonight, he's been throughout the building, had some pretty harsh words to say for Cena, so he's going to get him at some point. That's what Raven said about Cena earlier tonight. He was hanging upside down backstage, and you probably saw earlier tonight as well, where he was hanging upside down, and then what a belly the back suplex by Cena. Incredible strength there to lift the Undertaker over him. Of course, earlier tonight, 3 other quarterfinal matchups took place. Cena clotheslines Undertaker over, and now Undertaker had that one scouted and pulls him out of the ring. Now has him held and driving him back first into the steel ring post. And as I alluded to earlier, 3 other quarterfinal matchups earlier were Randy Orton going up against Kane. Kane won that match with a tombstone. However, Randy Orton's foot did appear to be under the ropes, and Randy Orton complained to the commissioner about that. Nevertheless, Kane is in the semi-finals, and the winner of this matchup will go on to face him on metal in the semi-final. Another matchup that ended in controversy was Chris Benoit and Chris Jericho. That match ended in a draw. Therefore, the winner of Sting, Mr. Anderson, was going to get a bye, and the winner of that one was Sting. So Sting is straight through to the final. So I guess Sting in this, look at the disrespect being shown by Cena to the Undertaker, a cheap kick to his stomach, and now picking him back up and going to send him into the steel ring steps. So Sting in the final, due to a bye, doesn't have to face anyone in the semi-finals. There's a suplex by Cena. Here's a cover on Taker and a kick up by Undertaker. Of course, Undertaker was the first ever World Heavyweight Champion. Cena was the second ever World Heavyweight Champion and won a DDT by the Phenom. Of course, we remember this was the first ever feud that took place for the world title in NLW. It was over 2 years ago now, where Cena and Undertaker locked up at Intensity, our first ever pay-per-view event for the vacant world title, which Undertaker won. The second ever champion was John Cena, and here's a cover. And now Cena manages to get his foot on the ropes, reminiscent of their feud earlier last summer. Of course, now tonight they're in the quarter-final matchup of this tournament. Undertaker wants to get the chokeslam in. Is he going to get it right now? But Cena reverses in the arm drag to Undertaker, and now this move that infuriates these fans. You can't see me, 5-knuckle shuffle, here it is. Undertaker laid out flat for the moment. Oh, he's playing possum. He was playing possum, and now Hell's Gate. Hell's Gate submission hold locked in. And Cena has nowhere to go. But he's trying to get the pinfall here out, catching him off guard. But he kicks out. Sting will face in the final next week. Undertaker, Kane or John Cena. It will be either Undertaker or John Cena going through to face Kane on metal to see who will face Sting in the final next week. Undertaker hung up on the ropes there. Of course, his entire tournament is in order to crown a new #1 contender for Triple H's World Heavyweight Championship at Over the Limit. Undertaker is locked up in that hold, and now is he going to tap out in the STF? He looks like it, but he was about to get to the ropes. Cena dragging him away, and now has him on his shoulders, dead weight, flipping him off with the spine buster there. Now Cena going to run up a flare. Getting tongue-tied this evening. It's pretty hectic in all honesty. Cena is beating up Undertaker in the corner, but now Undertaker reversing, and the last ride. Cena sent back down with the last ride. Remember an incredible final showdown matchup these two had on episode 11 where Cena went out victorious. Is it going to have the same ending here? It doesn't look like it at the moment. Cena's on his shoulders. Are we going to see a tombstone? But oh my, here's a reversal. FU perhaps. Oh, wait a minute. Wait, look at the crowd. It's Raven. Raven, after being almost psychotic in the back of the building, in the bowels of the arena, he's out here and he's in amongst the audience here. He's distracted Cena long enough. And the tombstone pile driver. Here's a cover by the Undertaker, and he's through to the semi-finals. Raven costing Cena this matchup. The crusade has been successful, and Raven costing Cena this matchup and a shot at the heavyweight title. He's still amongst the crowd, and I didn't even see where he came from. Seemed to come out of nowhere. And now the Undertaker celebrating his victory, because he's going to go through onto metal to the semi-finals and go one-on-one with his brother Kane in order to see who is going to go on and face Sting in the final to crown a new #1 contender. Well, FU time it looked like, until Raven distracted Cena from in the crowd, the former hardcore champion in the crowd, distracting the current hardcore champion, and that meant the Undertaker could reverse and hit the tombstone pile driver for the win. And look at Cena, he's got his hardcore title intact, but he is punching the mat in frustration and pointing at Raven, who's just jumped the barricade again. Cena took the hardcore title from Raven last night at Destruction, and now the Undertaker in our main event matchup has gotten revenge on Cena, and more importantly, gone through to the semi-finals of this tournament. We know it will be Undertaker versus Kane on the semi-final this Wednesday on Metal, and Cena is livid. Cena knows it could have been him. He may be the hardcore champion, but Raven has made it clear that he wants the hardcore title back. He wants to get on Cena. However, the main story here is that the Undertaker is through in this tournament.